Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today's video will be about top protein sources in India. The protein sources that I use on a daily basis to hit my protein goal without the help of any supplements or protein powders. I might be adding other protein sources as well to my daily diet, but these are my go-to items. And if you're into fitness lifestyle, then you're definitely gonna relate with these items. So let's get started. First protein source, eggs. How can you talk about protein and not talk about these? Superfood, high in protein, healthy fats, abundant in micronutrients, though most of the micronutrients are contained in the egg yolk. So do not throw away that egg yolk. Even if you're trying to lose weight, you can afford to have at least one egg yolk per day. And if you're trying to build muscle, these are a very good source of calories that you must add. And they contain almost all the micronutrients except few, just like vitamin C. You can also go for this brown eggs. These are quite expensive, especially as compared to the ones that I showed you just now. This is because they are claimed to be produced from hens which are fed an organic diet, a diet which is free from artificial ingredients and fillers. And of course, they also mentioned it that the hens are cage free and stuff like that. So they claim to be of superior quality. No matter what egg you choose, whether brown or white, just make sure to base your decision on the basis of quality and not eggshell color. There is a huge myth prevalent in our country that brown egg will always be superior in quality as compared to white, which is not the case. Some people go as far as saying that brown egg contains more protein as compared to white. Definitely not. These two weigh around the same and are medium size eggs, so obviously they contain 6 to 7 grams of protein each. Just base your decision on the basis of quality. By quality I mean the hens that produce these eggs must be fed a good diet. They should be able to roam around freely in a natural environment, and you're good to go. You can go with either of these. So if you want a separate video on eggs where I'll be covering the egg topic in detail, just comment down below and I'll make the video. For now, I'll be linking down a few articles on our website which bust various myths about egg yolks and will answer most of your questions. So make sure to check them out. The second protein source is every vegetarian's delight, paneer, or as they say in the West, cottage cheese. But paneer is high fat cottage cheese because cottage cheese is not so high in fat. So if you're a vegetarian, no second thoughts about it. You have to add it daily in your diet. But if you're a non-vegetarian, I'll still recommend to add this because it's a great source of protein because it's a dairy product and also it's delicious. It's also contains a good amount of fat as well. So if you're trying to lose weight, you need to consume this in moderation. For 300 calories, it contains around 20 grams of protein and same quantity of fat, that is 20 grams. But if you're looking to build muscle and you need extra calories, then this is one of the best items that you can add. It is delicious and it is versatile as well. You can add it to your gravies, to your sandwiches, make a paneer paratha, or even just grill it on a non-stick pan or a griller and have it with your favorite sauce. The next protein source is consumed by all non-vegetarians who are into the fitness lifestyle. Yes, you guessed it right. It's chicken breast. And this is one of the leanest cuts of protein. That's why most people add it. By lean, I mean that it is majorly made up of protein and contains negligible fat and of course zero carbs. For per 100 grams of cooked serving, you are getting more than 30 grams of protein and hardly 3 grams of fat. That is of course if you cook it without any oil or butter. And if you do not like the taste of chicken breast or if you find it too chewy or bland, you do not need to eat it boiled or in any other boring manner. Feel free to spice it up by using your favorite spices, either continental or Indian. Here I've used Indian spices, as you can see. Garam masala, chicken masala, red chili powder, lemon juice, ginger garlic paste. Just spice it up. You can then add it in your favorite gravies or grill it, roast it, make a tikka out of it. Just make sure to consume it in the most enjoyable manner. That way you are going to consume it every other day and be on track with your diet. If your diet doesn't taste good, one day or the other you're gonna fall off it. If you're someone who's trying to build muscle and can afford extra calories, then of course you can go with the fatty cuts of chicken or any other meat as well. But make sure not to consume them in a large quantity, because meat, as we all know, contains saturated fat, which is not good for the body if consumed in a very high amount. So just consume other cuts of meat in moderation, which are of course tastier because they are higher in fat, and then you can even enjoy your diet as well as hit your fitness goals at the same time. The next protein source that some people might not be aware of in our country is Greek yogurt. It's quite popular in the West because it's high in protein and high in calcium as well, and it contains a little amount of carbohydrates and very low amounts of fat. But make sure whatever Greek yogurt you choose is natural, plain, and unflavored one, because if you go with flavored Greek yogurts, they are most of the times loaded with sugar or other fats, which make them higher in calories, and they are not the best option if you're trying to lose weight. You can add fruits into this and some sweetener as well, and then it becomes a healthy snack on its own without amping up the calories too much. I completely understand the fact that not everyone can afford Greek yogurt and not everyone can find it, because it was recently launched just 4 to 5 years back. So you can always go for this basic dahi. Just make sure to find a low fat version of this. This is something that we've been eating all our lives, curd or dahi with our meals. By going low fat, you make sure that the majority of the calories are coming from protein and carbohydrates and the fat is negligible. Like this brand's curd, it says probiotic, so it obviously contains healthy bacteria, but it's just 50 calories per 100 gram and 4 grams of protein and just 5 grams of carbs and 1.5 grams of fat. So even if you consume this entire tub of 400 grams, you're just consuming 200 calories and you're getting almost 16 to 17 grams of protein. So very good option. Plus the calcium content is similar to that of the Greek yogurt. So both of these are great options and a must add to your daily diet. You can add either of these or both of these as per your convenience. The next source of protein is something that we've all been consuming since we came into this world. Milk, one of the most complete foods on the planet, loaded with nutrition, vitamins, high in protein, excellent source of protein, high in calcium. And it is because of milk that whey protein exists. So if someone is telling you that whey protein is magical and you need to take it and you must have it if you're trying to build muscle, then just tell them that whey protein is derived from milk. And if you're looking to lose weight and your calories are restricted, try going for skimmed milk or double toned milk. That way you can cut down on the calories, but the protein content remains the same. Whether you go for full cream milk, toned milk, double toned skim milk, the protein content remains relatively the same, only the fat content varies. And since fat is calorically dense, you can see that just one glass of skim milk is for around 100 calories, as compared that to one glass of whole milk can go up to as high as 300 calories. And if you're someone who's lactose intolerant, which most people aren't, generally nowadays because of the marketing fads and everything, people think that they are lactose intolerant as soon as they can't digest a particular milk product. You can go for this soy milk as well. Obviously, you can't compare this to regular cow's milk, but this is also a good source of protein and is low calorie because this is unsweetened and plain. So obviously this does not taste good, but it's a good source of protein and low calorie. Do not go for the flavored ones as they are loaded with sugar and they'll end up making you fat if you consume them in large quantity. So your best bet is always to go for the unsweetened or original version. You can also go for other plant-based milks such as almond milk, cashew milks, but they contain but they are a good source of fat and they do not provide as much protein as these two does. The next source of protein is a bit controversial one. People will tell you to stay away from it completely or consume it in very little quantities. But trust us, it's anything like that. It's tofu or soy paneer. It looks like a block of paneer, but it is prepared from soybean instead of milk, regular milk, and obviously it smells quite different as well. As you can see, it's looking like paneer, but its nutrition profile as well as the taste are completely different. Whereas paneer is dominant by protein and fats and contains very little amount of carbs. This is generally high in protein, very not very few, low in carbohydrates and almost negligible fat. So for per 100 gram of this, you get only 110 calories and almost 15 grams of protein and 7 grams of carbs and just 3 grams of fat. And even the calcium content is quite high, 225 mg per 100 gram. So it's a great addition to your diet. Even if you're non-vegetarian, you must add it at least once a week. And if you do not like the taste of tofu, which most people complain, don't worry, there is a recipe on our channel which will make you taste tofu quite different, and you can add it to your daily diet, and then having tofu on a daily basis won't feel like some sort of punishment. I'll link it down in the description. Now, it can be a struggle in some small areas to find tofu. Not worry, you can always go for soya chunks, or popularly known as Nutrella. This is extremely cheap and very high in protein. 52 grams of protein per 100 gram, only 33 grams of carbs, and less than 1 gram of fat. And I don't know why people skip this. Maybe because they have been brainwashed that eating this will lead to hormonal problems and stuff like that. I think you can easily go for 1 or 2 servings, at least 1 serving per day. 50 grams, 30 to 50 grams per day won't harm, and you can get easily 25 to 30 grams of protein from it. If you like sabzi, then you can prepare a sabzi from this soya chunk and consume it with your roti. This also comes in 2 other forms, though all these three contain the similar, not similar exactly the same macronutrient profile, just the shapes are different. This is a fine powder one, soya granules, which can be used to prepare tikki because it's quite fine. And if you are looking to prepare soya biryani, then I think this soya mini chunk is a good option. If you want me to create a video which covers an elaborate list of items that I'm having in my kitchen or in my fridge, which is contributing to my daily protein intake, or you need ideas how to hit your protein goal, then comment down below. I'll be more than happy to make a video on that. And do not forget to share this video with your friends who are struggling to hit their daily protein intake, or who have just joined the gym recently, or who are just trying to lead a healthy lifestyle in general. Drop down your comments and please give this video a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay tuned to our channel. Thanks for watching.